And we're back for another episode of NBA 2K11. And you see the last episode, the Orlando Magic defeat the Houston Rockets by 9, 105 to 96 for Orlando. 26 points for Dwight Howard, 22 points for Vince Carter, Jason Williams 12, Nelson 11, and Lewis 9, and the rest of the Orlando Magic. And for the Houston Rockets, Aaron Brooks 3, 20, Kevin Martin 15, Lowry 12, Scola 8, and Barrier 7, and the rest of the Houston Rockets. What a great victory for Orlando. They're taking away and take it of business over the Houston Rockets. And now, next game, we're off to US Airways Center in Phoenix, Arizona, featuring the return of Amari Stoudemire. So it's gonna be Amari Stoudemire will make his former team as Amari Stoudemire of the New York Knicks take on Steve Nash of the Phoenix Suns. It's gonna be first ever meeting between those two teams. Since Stoudemire must play with Nash, was a Maverick still play in 2003. And for this game, importantly, the Knicks gonna use the retro 3 jersey, and the Suns gonna get the white. And we're ready to tip off, and we'll go on to get the sending over to Kevin Harlan here in US Airways Center, Phoenix, Arizona. New York Knicks, Phoenix Suns. Get ready and start the game now. Enjoy.
It's Friday night basketball. It's going to be the New York Knicks up against the Phoenix Suns and their phenomenally creative passer, Steve Nash. Knicks, Suns, up next.
It's time for some hoops at US Airways Center, home of the Suns. We're going to bring it to you live at 2K Sports. We have an interconference showdown here at US Airways Arena where the Phoenix Suns will be playing host. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
They definitely are moving on, trying to put the weak performance behind them, and that's what you got to do. They were outmatched in a lot of ways. They didn't play well either.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Stoudemire and Turioff in the middle. Wilson Chandler out there with Felton and Gallinari. And for Phoenix, Jason Richardson and Hedo Turkoglu at the 2 and the 3. Hakeem Warwick and Robin Lopez in the middle. And Nash. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry.
He told me that he believes it will be their defensive effort that wins the game for them today. He said if we harass them, come to the floor, stay tight, get a hand in their heads when the shot goes up, this game is ours. He's confident in their defensive prowess. We'll see, gentlemen.
Thanks, Doris. So defense is the key early on.
You know, it's not surprising, Kevin, when you think about the great team. So much of their game planning really starts at the defensive end of the floor.
And Phoenix has possession. The Knicks making the shot. Poked away. It's one-on-one. Here's Gallinari. Goes up. The shot is off. And it's the Suns taking it the other way. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
Yep, they'll see him twice this season, so not a lot of face time with these guys.
Here's Felton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Here's Chandler. Nails the easy jumper. Here's Nash. He's covered by Felton. The shot's good for Nash. Nash has got a second bucket of the night. And the people do like to see these interconference battles.
I agree with you, Kevin. Definitely, in some sports, you don't get to play all the other teams on your home court, so the fans love coming out for these.
So it's Phoenix now. It's a three-point game. Richardson hits.
That's unselfish team basketball right there, Kevin.
New York with the ball. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
They played a pretty shoddy game, Kev. Not really much to speak of offensively. And that's not going to be good enough in most matchups.
Here's Turkoglu, and that's enough and in. Turkoglu's got his first 2 points. For the Knicks, it's been a slow start here. Felton the pass to Gallinari. Back to Felton. Chandler. Now that we have a moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. Taking a look at New York.
Kevin, this is a phenomenal defensive team. Not just good, they are excellent. They've made an awful lot of outstanding defensive plays. They're on the same page, they're aggressive, they're focused, and they pay attention to detail. That's why they keep teams from getting good shots in the paint.
Channing Frye's checked in for Phoenix. Hill comes in for Hakeem Warrick. Eddie Curry, he's checked in for the Knicks. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Look at the Lakers. Here in the middle of the season, they're in great shape, sitting atop the conference. And checking out Phoenix, way down below.
Hey, send me one!
Here's Chandler. That's the end 13.
That's great defense there. They're really going after the shooters right now.
No good on the quick shot. Here's Turkle. Here's Nash. Blocked. And that one falls for nothing. And so Nash nails both of them. Here is Felton, averaging 12 points a game. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Here's Chandler. Here's Curry, and he flushes it through. Like Slam Cam with the replay.
He has almost supernatural bouncing ability. Bounce right out of the building.
Only a handful of players have that kind of athleticism, Clark. Here's Richardson. He's got 5. He dumps it off. Pass to Hill. Working on Stoudemire. It's the fadeaway from the basket by Hill. Hill's got his first basket.
They're really doing a nice job, a really good job of getting everything they want in this quarter. Just good, solid basketball.
Felton takes it up, and he lays that one up and in. Here's Richardson. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Lakers. And here's Turkoglu from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
They were doing a good job here on defense in the first quarter, Kevin.
Felton against Nash. Here's Curry. Stolen away. So it's Phoenix now. 10-point lead. Richardson, good. Richardson's got 7 points.
They've been dominant at both ends of the floor, so the early lead is no surprise.
Felton the pass to Gallinari. Fades away. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
He didn't need the fade there, but he knocked down the shot, so you can't argue with the result.
Phoenix making some changes. Robin Lopez is checked in for Brock. Warrick comes in for Hedo Turkoglu. And it's Dragic in for Steve Nash. Then for the Knicks, Tony Turioff, he's checked in for Curry. Azubuike comes in for Gallinari. Roger Mason is subbed in for Wilson Chandler. Hill is screen on Felton. A fadeaway. Dragic gets the bucket.
He's been unstoppable. What a strong start.
Here's Felton. 1 minute left in the first. New York calls timeout. You better keep your hands up if you can play with these guys over the past month, because if you're open, they'll find you. Here is Mason. And here's Azubuike. Let's go with the 3. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton.
He got the ball inside, and when the D closed in, he just kicked it out to the open man. Simple, but beautiful.
Here's Dragic. His last outing, he had 8 points. Lopez with the ball. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Stoudemire.
A well-used foul there to prevent the easy layup.
And he makes both free throws. Here is Felton. 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Stoudemire outside. Rips it down.
And look at how he posed on the rim for a few seconds after that. That's never going to endear you to your opponents. They don't like that kind of stuff.
No, he was enjoying that one so much he didn't want to let go.
Yeah, I think he was throwing salt in the wound.
Free throw, no good for Stoudemire. Suns lead by 9. Here's Hill, who's coming off a 13-point game against the Lakers. Shot and game clock separated by 5.
They're getting into a nice flowing rhythm. That's why they've got this lead.
Here is Felton. They trail by 11. Easy shot, and the Knicks good for 2.
I tell you what, Kevin, both teams have been on a tear. This could be a very high-scoring game.
Here's Dragic from outside. Another 3 for Phoenix. Here comes Felton. Shot, no good. And the first quarter wrapping up, and this one telling the story already. The Suns on top, up by 12.
Kevin, their offense has been flowing right from the get-go. It's been fun to watch.
And we'll get back to the action right after this.
Coming up this Saturday night, Paul Pierce and the Boston Celtics go up against Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. Don't miss it.
And as the second quarter begins, it hasn't been the most competitive game so far. Here's Douglas, right now averaging 5 points a game. Hakeem Warwick and Robin Lopez in the middle. Nash out there with Dragic and Schultz. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Some players really look for the three-point shot in transition. It's one of the best times to shoot it. You have to be a sharpshooter, though, and of course, he is.
As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. Taking a look at Boston, best team in the conference, really having a nice season, looking to maintain that through the playoffs. And of course, the New York Knicks, they're 10th best in the conference. And the first one drops. And so Nash nails both of them. Here's Douglas. Defended by Nash. And off kicks to Chandler. Now Tyrion. Rips in the ferocious Chan.
He's getting the highlight reel play of the day for that one. Now that was a dunk.
He certainly put a little something extra into that slam.
A little added pizzazz.
Here's Childress, following the score by New York. Pass to Nash. Childress with it. But he gets it back.
You've got to keep them off the glass. Somebody should have boxed him out. Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfect.
Poke loose. It's one-on-one. Here's Nash. The Knicks from in close. Nash has got 10 points.
Excellent defense, and the steal earns him a quick bucket in transition.
Douglas with 3, and again, New York with the triple. On offense, here are the Suns. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
I think they fell short on the defensive side of the ball, at that end of the floor. I think that they played a little tougher, a more cohesive game when they didn't have the orange, they would have had a bigger game than they did.
And the Knicks with the ball. After the Suns pick up 2. There's Gallinari with the 3. Gets the bucket. He has...
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Suns leading by 9. 10 points for him. Here's Dragic. 4 on the shot clock. Another 3 for Phoenix.
That's a good job going right back at it with the 3 of their own.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And the Suns go with a different look. Channing Frye's checked in for Lopez. Turkoglu comes in for Hakeem Ward. Jared Dudley's checked in for Josh Childress. And it's Richardson in for Goran Dragic. And then for New York, Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Turian. Azubuike comes in for Wilson Chandler. That's Felton in for Tony Douglas. Here's Felton. Shoots from 12. Shot's good. Felton has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Gets the whistle, and he'll go to the line. Here's what the schedule says for the New York Knicks and what it looks like. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. And that'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. The 82-game grind of the regular season, always an endurance contest for NBA players.
I like what Shane Battier said, Kevin. He thought the season should be shortened. I don't know if 58 games is a number, but I'm a proponent of at least shortening the season by 12 games. Maybe take a month off the regular season.
So it's Phoenix now. After New York gets the 3, it's Richardson on the wing. The 3. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Richardson's got 10 points. And so here's New York. They trail by 11. Felton the pass to Gallinari. Pass to Randall. Over Turkoglu. It's blocked. On offense, here are the Suns. 11-point game. Trying to convert on the alley-oop, but snatched away. Tipped away. The break is on. Gallinari passes to Felton. Pass to Stoudemire. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. Stoudemire's got his 2nd basket of the night. Suns leading by 9.
Certainly haven't been very good here in the quarter in regards to protecting the ball, Kevin.
Here's Nash. We saw him with 29 points last game. From downtown. And that one's good. Nash has got 13. Here's Felton. It's a 10-point game. Randolph, the screen on Nash. Randolph off the pin. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. Randolph's got his 2nd bucket. Turkoglu against Randall. And the basket by Turkoglu. And the Suns lead by 10.
When he gets it going like this, you've got to double team. That's your only hope.
Felton commits the charge. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, he played that one beautifully. Textbook. Saw where the ball handler was headed, got there first, and set his feet. Outstanding defensive play.
Phoenix making some changes. Hakeem Ward, he's checked in for Dudley. And it's Dragic in for Steve Nash. The Knicks making a switch here. Taken away by Felton.
And you look at what they've done, or rather what they haven't done, is hold on to the ball. They've had 4 turnovers already this quarter.
Here's Richardson. He's got 10. Gets a good one. It's hauled in by Felton.
Well, he can't believe that one didn't fall. Those are usually automatic.
Snatched away. Richardson is called for charging. That is his first foul of the game. Now a chance to see the NBA leaders in steals. Well, you look at Felton. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
You know, guys like him, Kevin, never give up on a play. I mean, they've got active hands on defense, but they're always moving, looking to make a play and be in the middle of things.
And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
When you get a hot hand like him, it's real simple. You need to keep going with it.
Now Dragic.
Get the perimeter!
In the post, and it'll go the other way. The Suns turn it over. Here's what Phoenix has lined up on their schedule. They'll be facing the Denver Nuggets. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And the first half is now in the books.
We've seen Nash getting it done. He's got 13 points and 3 steals. Boy, he was locked in that whole half.
We'll be right back from Phoenix.
Thanks for tuning in to HP at the Half. The season now in full swing. Out in Phoenix, it's the Suns taking care of business against the Knicks. They find themselves right on the bubble. Need to reel in some W's if they'd like to move out of the 8th spot in the standings. Steve Nash unreal in the first half. He has 13 points. He's also added a couple steals. And for New York's angle, they've been grinding away. They're getting a ton of points from their bench players, a big injection of energy. Raymond Felton has been clicking through the first 2. After 2, he's got 10 points and is up to his usual tricks, dropping a lot of dimes all over the court. A lot of points on the board between these two. They've led the charge in scoring for their teams. And that's going to do it for us. Thanks so much for watching. Let's send you back out to Kevin and Clark for the second half.
And as the quarter begins, both teams have been trading blows like prize fighters. A close ball game. Here's Felton. He's got 10. On the court for the Knicks. Stoudemire and Turioff in the middle. Wilson Chandler out there with Felton. And Gallinari.
Get the perimeter!
Pass to Stoudemire. He dishes it. Felton kicks to Chandler. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. Chandler's got his second basket of the night. Suns leading by 3. Nash outside. Richardson against Chandler. Lets it go. Richardson hit. Richardson's got 12 points in the game.
That's exactly what a coach wants him to get his shot, Kevin. Right there from mid-range.
Now Tyrion. From 17 feet up. And the rebound goes to Nash.
He really needs to hit that consistently, or they'll just keep letting him shoot.
From deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
I'll tell you what, he'll be quite contented to sit out there beyond the arc and knock down shot after shot if they're going to play defense like that. Tighten it up out there.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Here's Felton. He's got 10. And here's Gallinari. Fades back. Richardson grabs the rock.
This is one of the key reasons why they're losing. You have to get more production out of your 4 star players.
Pass to Lopez. Got a piece of it. Taken away by Felton.
In the blink of an eye, he saw that pump fake. A pretty finish right there, Kevin. take it up and then throw that thing down.
He didn't have to make it special, just get the job done.
That's right, keep it simple.
The shot's good from Lopez.
Well, I tell you what, it's not a good sign for the defense if he's getting off.
Knicks trail by 8. Open look. A nice shot by Gallinari. 9 points in the game so far. Suns leading by 6. Now here's Knicks. 16 points for him.
And after that first miss, they're 3 of 4. They're trying to run him out of the building right now.
The steal. It's 1-on-1. Here's Work. And that's good on the layup. And the Suns lead by 8. Knicks on offense. Trailing here by 8. Stoudemire with the ball. Right now averaging 25 points a game. Blocked. Turion. The break is on. Here's Turkoglu. And he makes the basket. So 1 free throw coming up as we'll try to make it a 3-point play. So for the Suns, Hill comes in for Hakeem Ward. And it's Dragic in for Steve Nash. Nice job at the line. That one falls to pick up the and one.
You look at what Hedo Turkoglu has done so far. 10 points and a block. There's been no let-up from him defensively or offensively.
Here's Felton in a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, he wanted that three-point play. That shot came real close to going down.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Suns leading by 9. Turkoglu with it. With the line open look. That's it. Coming out of assist from Phoenix. Turkoglu's got 12 in the game. And the Knicks with the ball. 11-point game. Here's Felton. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. You barely missed that one.
Contact certainly alters that shot. The official is right on top of it.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both. And here are the Suns now. 13 points was their biggest weakness.
These guys are putting on a clinic. They're playing with confidence. And their offense is really flowing.
Here's Felton. 14 points for him. He's guarded by Dragic. Here's 2. The 3. That's good. Chandler's got 10 points in the game.
The defense made the mistake of playing off him, and he drained it from deep.
Here's Hill. And he gets the bucket. Foul is called. Free throw for him.
Well, he did an excellent job there to finish the He felt the foul, but didn't let it distract him.
So for the Suns, Channing Frye's checked in for Lopez. Dudley comes in for Hedo Turkoglu. And it's Nash in for Jason Richardson. Here's Felton. 1:10 left in the third. Stoudemire in the post. He's against Hill. And here's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Brett Hill picks one up. And the first one at the line is good. And making a change here with the Knicks. Randolph is checked in. And both free throws good for Stoudemire.
Right now, they're benefiting from the whistle. If they can come back to win the game, you can point to their willingness and aggressiveness in taking the ball to the hole as the main reason.
Now, here's Nash. He's got 16. Let's loose for 3. That's good. Nash has got 19 points.
For a player of his skills, will take a lot better defense than that.
as he draws the foul. He'll shoot two. Fred Hill picks one up. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Stoudemire. So it's Phoenix now. 10-point lead. Here's Dragic. Can't connect on the quick shot. And here comes Felton. He's got 14. Here's Chandler. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for two. First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Dragic. 8 points for him. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game time. Baseline J. It's Phoenix scoring again.
Boy, the offense was firing on all cylinders that time.
Here is Felton. Shoots over Dudley. Nice shot by Felton. Felton's got 16.
He's a streaky shooter, but when he gets it going, he can put points on the board in a real hurry.
The open shot, Nash, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, he's lighting it up, and that surprises no one. This guy is just a dynamite scorer.
He's played through 3 and a double-digit game going on here. A fantastic game from Steve Nash in this one.
Yeah, he continues to make an impact on the defensive end, Kevin. He's made some key steals.
2K Sports. Back in a moment here from the U.S. Airways Center.
This Saturday, Dwight Howard and the Orlando Magic take on Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks. The East against the West. Hoops action.
And now let's send it to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for our spark of the game. Doris?
Hi, guys. Well, it was the stretch by the Suns that garners the Sprite Spark today. They found the winning recipe offensively, and with each bucket, they continue to build on this lead, guys.
Great, Doris. That big scoring run being a difference maker, Clark, in this game.
Well, it often comes in spurts, Kevin. Spurtability is what I call it, and that's what happened today.
And it's Phoenix's ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Nash runs point with J. Rich at the 2. Josh Childers out there with Ward and Fry. On the court down to the Suns, getting going here in the 4th.
He got caught napping. You've got to pay attention and protect the ball.
A foul called, and he earns a trip to the line.
It looked like a good call from here where I sit. Definitely some contact on that shot.
And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting for New York, Tony Douglas. 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Nash. High inside. And that drops in off the glass for 2.
Wow. It's been all offense all game. Everybody's got the hot hand. Hey, who's got him?
Now Chandler busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
Right now, he's just too good, Kevin. Way too good. They need to bring a second defender and try to make him give up the ball.
He's covered by Randolph. No good from Childers. Knicks trail by 8. Here's Chandler, and the Knicks good for 2. Here's Nash. Now Richardson. Launches it. And that one's good. And the Suns lead by 9.
No wasted opportunities for him. He's been as efficient as a heat pump.
Douglas kicks to Randall. Here's Gallinari, and the Knicks good for 2.
Great awareness makes him a dangerous threat every time down the floor.
And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2. The first one falls.
They haven't been getting to the line as much here. I think they have a tendency to not be as aggressive when they have the lead, and that's a natural tendency. You exhale, get a little comfortable with the lead, but they've got to stay in an aggressive posture here.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Alvin Lopez is checked in for Fry. Turkoglu comes in for Josh Childress. And it's Dragic in for Steve Nash. The Knicks making a switch here. Here's Randall. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. Randolph's got his 3rd basket of the night. Lopez. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. That one on Chandler.
As a team, they've been perfect from the line in this half. They've made them all. That's a good job, and that's exactly what you want. When you're going to get to the line, take advantage of those freebies.
So we can't get either to fall.
Well, Kevin, they need to crash the boards effectively here.
And here's Gallinari. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. Here's Dragic. 2:54 left in the 4th. Turkoglu with it. For 3. That's good.
You might be able to let him look at that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in it.
Here's Stoudemire with the hold.
That hoop like it was meant to be, Kevin.
Howard Clark, even the sound of that dunk was back.
Yeah, it was wicked.
Suns leading by 6. And here's Dragic. Here's Richardson. It's blocked. And Gallinari kicks to Chandler. Felton with the ball. Stoudemire backing him down. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, both teams have ramped it up here in the second half.
And the Suns call time here. They're winning by 4. 2 minutes left in the game. Steve Nash checked in for Phoenix. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over that last break, I listened in on Alvin Gentry's huddle. He said those guys slept on you, but you took them to task. It's not over, though. We have to keep working and playing smart to finish the job.
All right, Doris, thanks. Here's Stoudemire. Terrific swat. Here's Richardson. From about 16, again, Phoenix.
Speed kills after every rebounded bucket. They're pushing it ahead down the floor. They're killing them on the break.
On the wing, the shot's good for Randall.
That's exactly the way you practice it. Hit the open man for the great look.
And the Suns call time here. They're in front by 6. 1:36 after the 4th. Here's Nash. Nash with the choke. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Felton. Defended by Nash. Behind the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Kevin, that's what you expect from him. When the pressure's at its highest, with the game on the line, that's when he's at his best.
Here's Nash. The inbound pass. Chandler on the rebound.
Both teams really matching up well on the board. We got ourselves a pretty good game here, Kevin.
Felton kicks to Stoudemire.
They're looking to apply some pressure on the ball here with the trapping defense.
Lopez with the block. Suns leading by 3. Deflects the pass. Here's Turkoglu. Misses the dunk.
Well, that jam would have been something else. Key words being would have.
Less than 1 minute left. Here's Campbell. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there.
He's starting to pick up his game in this half.
Here's Nash. 48 seconds left in the game. And they can try to eat some time off the clock here. And they get it. Richardson good.
Oh, that's much in the front. They needed that one, Kev.
Time ball here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're losing by 3. 39 seconds left to a foot. What are your thoughts?
If they shoot quickly, they can trade 2 for 1. But what's important here is to get a good shot.
Nash against Felton. So here's Gallinari. Here's Randolph. It's in.
You know, the defense will want to muck it up a little more inside to not give up close shots like that one.
And the Suns call time here. They lead by 1. 28 seconds left in the game. And the Suns making a change here. Hill's checked in, and Nash gets double teamed. Outside Hill. Back to Nash. On the clock. On deep three-point range.
Yeah, they're looking in pretty good shape right now unless they have a total collapse.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. 4 seconds left to the 4th. Here's Felton. Puts up the tray. Jason Richardson pulls it in.
Oh, never want that previous payback. Unfortunately, he couldn't return the favor.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
Nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark and Doris and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Brand Player of the Game, Steve Nash.
Okay, so the Phoenix Suns defeat the New York Knicks by 4-9 for 19 tight game. Here's the update. Some injury healed. Corey Magee is healed. Avery Bradley is now healed. Jason Kidd just healed now after the game. And Marius Ager was just out for 1 or 2 due to the lower back strain. Let's check and update their stats for the Suns. Beat the Knicks. Steve Nash 26, Jason Richardson 21, Hedo Turgid 15, Dragic 10, and the rest of the Phoenix Suns. And for New York Knicks, Raymond Felton double-double, Riston Chandler 18, Gallinari 13, Steinmar 12, Randolph 10, and Douglas 8 in the rest of the New York Knicks. It wasn't a close game, so the Suns were taking a match to defeat the Suns to match defeat the New York Knicks. Here's the update on January 8. What is going on around the league here? We got the Pacers, Hawks, Wizards, Bobcats, Bucks, Nets, Celtics, Bulls, Grizzlies, Thunder, bunch of D-League games. We got the Sixers, Pistons, Magic, Mavericks, and Jazz, Rockets. And you saw the real life when the NFL playoffs starts today. It features the 5-seed New Orleans Saints led by Drew Brees, the Super Bowl champions, take on the losing record of the NFL team was the NFC West champion, Seattle Seahawks led by Matt Hasselbeck. And actually in real life you see Marshall Lynch turns in the beast mode as always run away, including Schaub as they known as the Beastquake. The Beastquake. It means the earthquake of Seattle, and the Seattle Seahawks upset the world champion New Orleans Saints 41-36 in a huge upset, and then followed by a second game features the rematch of the 2010 AFC Championship rematch featuring Mark Sanchez, the 6th seed. New York Jets take on Peyton Manning, the 3 seed. Indianapolis Colts in the result. The Jets won by 1 point over the Colts 16-15, and this would be the last game. No, 17-16, it would be the last game for Peyton Manning career. And next year, Peyton Manning will be out for the season for the Colts. They will be completely due to the neck injury in real life. So I'm gonna simulate here. Who's gonna see what is going on around the league? And Mike Beebe is out for 1 or 2 weeks due to a separate shoulder. And Jameel Nelson is finally free and set to return their play in action. Alright, check out the update what's going on here. We got the Pacers, the Hawks, the Wizards, the Bucks, the Bulls, the Grizzlies, the Pistons, the Mavericks are now become a second team to join with 30 wins of the season. So the Mavericks win over the Magic without Dirk Nowitzki. What happened to Dirk Nowitzki? Terry only have 41. Look at that stats. 8 points for the Magic in the second quarter, and the Rockets win over the Jazz. Move on January 9 on our NFL playoff schedule. We got we've seen here the Warriors, Clippers, Kings, Raptors. 2 D-League games there we've seen Timberwolves, Spurs, Cavaliers, Suns, Heat, Blazers, Knicks, Lakers, and Hornets, Nuggets. In real life, the NFL playoffs, we got the Baltimore Ravens, the 5 seed led by Ray Lewis, take on the 4 seed Kansas City Chiefs, and followed by, which was the result, the Ravens won over the Chiefs in the wild card, and followed by the NFC wild card concludes the wild card featuring the 6 seed Aaron Rodgers of the Green Bay Packers take on the 3 seed Michael Vick of the Philadelphia Eagles, and the result, the Packers won, and all the way to the divisional round. So that will be checking in right now. So I'm checking simulate again here. Hedo Turkoglu is out for 2 to 4 weeks due to the sprained knee. Joe Howard is 1-2. Jason Capuna is now healed. Tony Allen out Thornton. Alright. Check out the update here in the Clippers, Raptors, Spurs, Caps because of Hedo Turkoglu injured. Heat, Lakers, and the Nuggets. Move on to the next game on January 10. We only have 3 NBA games with the Grizzlies, Wildcats, Pistons, Bulls, and Rockets, Celtics. So simulating again here, Marcus Camby is now healed. Okay, what's going on here with the Grizzlies, Bulls, and the Celtics. Next game we have on the other side, on January 11, we got the Bucks, Hawks, Pacers, Sixers, Spurs, Wizards, Kings, Wizards, Spurs, Timberwolves, Suns, Nuggets, Knicks, Blazers, and the Cavaliers, Lakers. Keeping without Mavericks game series going on. John Salmons out for 2 to 4 weeks due to strained Achilles. And Trevor Booker is also injured. Kurt Thomas and Damon James is healed. Alright. Update their stats. We got the Hawks, the Sixers, the Kings, the Spurs, the Nuggets, the Blazers, and the Caps. How about the Caps? Upset the Lakers by 2. Another close game where the Cleveland Cavaliers won twice in a tight game. See updated here. We got the Pau Gasol, 24 runner test 19. Kobe Bryant 18, 11 for Derek Fisher, not even double for Lamar Odom, and for Cleveland, Antoine Jameson 23 and 9 rebounds, Larry Hood 17, double Mo Williams, Graham 13. Mon, why is he only have 4 points and stay none? 10 plus points and Sessions 12. That was a glitch, I believe. Alright, move on to the next January 12. There's no ESPN again here. We're gonna Bulls Bobcats, Mavericks Pacers, Hawks Raptors, Spurs Bucks, Magic Hornets, Nets Suns, Knicks Jazz, Kings Celtics, Grizzlies Pistons, Thunder Rockets, Lakers Warriors, and the Heat Clippers. There's no ESPN games. Continue. We can just simulate right now. We're going on. And Tyson Chandler is also injury. Out for 6 and 8 weeks due to the broken back. Another injury report. Rudy Gay was dislocated finger, Mike Dunleavy. And unfortunately, Tyson Chandler was not gonna came in out because of injury. And Mavericks still win without Dirk Nowitzki. Alright, so the Bulls, Mavericks would still win without Dirk. Hawks, Bucks, Magic, Suns, Jazz, Celtics, Grizzlies, Rockets, Warriors are now, oh my god, the Lakers are now back-to-back lost season. Check out the stats. Stephen Curry 41, Monte Ellis 29, they're all right 16, David Lee 15, and the rest of the Golden State Warriors. And for Los Angeles Lakers, look at that. Despite Kobe Bryant scored 50 points, Pau Gasol 14 alone, Artest, Odom 12, and Bynum 10, and the rest of the Los Angeles Lakers. And the Heat beat the Clippers. And move on January 13, we have a TNT game. We have a TNT here. When you have Thursday night TNT, we got Wizards Timberwolves only have not flex. We have our first matchup of the day. We're off the Chesapeake Energy Arena and OKC features the Orlando Magic and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Followed by second one will be go to Pepsi Center in Denver. Will be the Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets. It's gonna be a great one. Wow, no Tyson Chandler will be out for 2 to 4, 6 and 8 weeks due to a broken back. And likely the Mavericks will lose to San Antonio, because of the injuries. Alright, check out what happened. We see the injury report. Let's see if Dirk is okay. Let's see Dirk Nowitzki is okay. Not the D-League, not the D-League. Alright, checking the Mavericks if Dirk is still okay. Alright, Dirk is still day-to-day for back spams and looking. So Dirk Nowitzki update, they will be switched to back spams. Okay, it's good. Alright, need to stop in for Dirk Nowitzki. Gonna come in to heal. Alright, Dirk is still playing after the lower back strain. So Dirk needs to re-heal. Need to re-heal for the Mavericks. So Dirk Nowitzki will came back as soon as possible before Dirk is gonna come in. And no Tyson Chandler is out along with JJ Barea. Ian Mahimi will be only center. Wow, unbelievable. No centers left. So I need to get another center for the Mavericks. We need the center for the Dallas Mavericks. But first we check Dirk Nowitzki if I in the starters. Yep, I need that. So we're gonna get swap it to get Caron Butler go 50 minutes. Stackhouse for next, and then Terry will go on 30 minutes. They're gonna come back to 40 minutes. Hayward's gonna go 36. Terry gonna go 34. Stevenson we're gonna go 9 minutes. Alright, we need to get in, and then we're gonna go find big man for Dallas Mavericks. We're gonna get big man. We're gonna go, which one do you want? Let's go free agents. As we reach the 1 hour, let's go to the Dallas Mavericks. We need the big man. We need some big man. We need big man. Which one do you want to go? So it looks like we don't have needed here. We need another big man. Let's see here. Another one. Let's go. Another one. Let's go Chris Hunter. To sub in for only 1 minute. Alright. Let's go to rotation menu. Alright, reserve is on. It's gonna keep for 13. We're gonna go Jones will out for Chris Hunter. And then instead of that, we're gonna go only 2 minutes. We're gonna go 6 minutes. And Jones we're gonna keep out for reserve. Alright. So we're back here for is going to play for big man resumes. Big man is going to resume the action. Okay. So let's check out the update here. We're gonna go in right now for Dallas Mavericks. We need to come in the big man, so at least gonna take the big man. But check out their settings. Check out the power rankings. First, check out the update as the power rankings move on another Sunday, January 9. Lakers still up to number 1. Mavericks, the Celtics up to 2, down to 2, and the Mavericks down to 3. Magic stays to 4. Heat up to 5. Bulls even 6. Rockets down to 7. Hawks is up to 8. Thunder down to 9. Cavaliers down to 10. And the rest of this, we're keeping it away here actually in this one. And for playoff picture update, check out the updated playoff picture. The Boston still number 1, Orlando, Miami, Chicago, Atlanta, Cleveland, Washington, Milwaukee, and the Hornets was Philadelphia and Charlotte. And for the West, Dallas are still number 1 because the Lakers now losing back-to-back games. Lakers are the number 2, Rockets number 3, Thunder number 4, Spurs number 5, Jazz number 6, Warriors number 7, and the rest of the 8 Denver Nuggets. Phoenix Suns are currently number 8. So let's check out the Wizards game in here. Let's check the Wizards game. You have to stay winning, but still won a game. They still win over the Hornets, and then they win against the Bobcats, and they lose to Timberwolves. And then check out the Lakers, and now they got back-to-back seasons home loss. They lost, they snap the winning streak. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Wow. They snapped a 14-game winning streak. They lose to the Cavs, and they swell with the Warriors. And then let's check out the Mavericks game have coming up. So the Mavericks were off the bye, and then the Pacers will play, and then likely still able to have the help need to Dirk Nowitzki back up for the centers. Check out the upcoming schedule next week. The only 2 games, they're only ESPN Sundays with the Nuggets Spurs. And then check out the other games in here. We got Bulls Grizzlies. So you haven't seen MLK Day, I will upload on the MLK. So same with the Thunder Lakers and Magic Celtics. So right now there's a bunch of the Mavericks games will play on TNT as we approach the postseason. Alright. So we're gonna have the quick games now. We're gonna check out the other games here. TNT Flex. Nope. No, we don't have the games left remaining. Let's check out the other games. Alright. We'll wrap up now. It's gonna quickly as soon as possible. Look at the Hall of Fame. Check the new here. Still nothing happened in records. Alright. Check out the records. Let's check out the team records so far. No change yet here. It's the same since 2011. Wait. You see the 20? No. Nothing happened since yet. Alright. This is gonna be wrap up here today. Oh wait. Don't no. Don't say first. I have to go over quickly. Alright. Wizards in the Timberwolves, and another injury. Anthony Tolliver is out for 6 and 8 weeks due to the torn meniscus. So far, another injuries. And the Wizards win, okay? Double, 106 to 96. Ridnar 19, Beasley and Love have double, same with 14, and even 11. Johnny Flynn 13, Milicious and Johnson 10, and the rest of the Minnesota Timberwolves in Washington. John Wall 27, Batch 26 15, and Gilbert Arenas 13, and the rest of the Washington Wizards. Alright, and now it's time to save for now. Back again in lineups. Alright, gonna save the files now, and that's it, do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin, and now we're going to the next game. We're off to Chesapeake Energy Arena, Oklahoma City. First matchup featuring Dwight Howard, Vince Carter of the Orlando Magic take on Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Another interconference showdown between the two of a hot match. And followed by second game here at the Pepsi Center in Denver. We'll go to featuring LeBron James and Dwayne Wade of the Miami Heat take on Carmelo Anthony and Chauncey Billups of the Denver Nuggets. So that's to do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin. Huge win the close game contest in Phoenix. The Suns beat the Knicks by 94 to 90. This is Andre Kenshin. Say so long from US Airways Center in Phoenix, Arizona. We'll see you tomorrow for another doubleheader of the Chesapeake Energy Arena, Oklahoma City. First game, the Orlando Magic take on Oklahoma City Thunder, followed by the second game will be the Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets. And time to take care and peace out. Good night and have a beautiful day. See ya tomorrow. Peace.